everyone, you tuned in to another segment of TV Talk with Tina from PrimeParentsClub.com. Here to talk to you about my favorite moments in reality television and pop culture from last week. So let's get started by talking about The Voice. The Voice premiered last week, and I've been following Twitter and Facebook, and it seems like a lot of people like this show. If you didn't get to watch, it consists of 4 people that are judges/coaches. You see, it's Adam Levine, Blake Sheldon, Christina Aguilera, and CeeLo. They have to pick a team of 8 people by just listening to their voice and not seeing them physically. If they're interested in the person, they ring a buzzer, they turn around, and the rest is history. But they are trying to get a group of 8 people together. You see, though, I found more humor in watching the judges than listening to the contestants. All the contestants are fairly good, but it's kind of funny because when the contestants come out, if they're a country singer, they want Blake Sheldon to pick them. If they're a pop diva singer, they want Christina Aguilera to pick them. If they're an alternative singer, they want Adam Levine. But I've noticed that if they're a girl that seems to have, well, we'll call it daddy issues, they want CeeLo to pick them. CeeLo is all over it. He is not in this to win it. I think he's in this to hook up. It's absolutely hilarious. Every hot girl that comes in, you can just see CeeLo's face. It's actually quite humorous, so you might want to tune in and watch it. I know last week I focused a lot on Survivor, so I'm not going to talk about it that much this week, but Philip was kind of low-key this week, my whitey-tighty pink underwear guy, but Boss and Rob did not disappoint. He won immunity, and they sent Andrea home, but she got blindsided. But I don't see how she could have been blindsided because I think we all knew for weeks that Andrea was going. Next week could get interesting, though, because I don't know who's going to go home next week. But let's start talking about some pop culture. I have a lot of pop culture to talk about this week. Lorenzo Lamas. I think everybody who's a prime parent knows who Lorenzo Lamas is, an actor in the 80s. Well, Lorenzo Lamas just married his 5th wife. I don't think the shock is that Lorenzo Lamas married his 5th wife. He's taking on her name. He has told a rep that he wants a fresh start. So instead of her taking on his name, he's actually taking on her name. That is kind of, well, let's just say it, it's kind of a hot mess, Lorenzo. I don't know what you're thinking this time. But Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon had their babies last weekend. They had twins. They had a boy and a girl, and they named them Monroe and Morocco. I don't really have words for that. That's their babies. Congratulations, you two. But just last week, we talked a lot about Leanne Rimes and Eddie Cibrian getting married. This was a lot of drama because Eddie and Leanne had an affair and they were both married and they got married last weekend, but here's where it gets juicy. See, rumor has it that Eddie's wife just signed on to be one of the new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Probably going to replace Camille, but it's just a rumor from what I've heard. But here's the thing, Eddie does not want his kids to be on this show. So he said he's willing to go to court to argue having his children on the Real Housewives show. But could it be a double standard? Because Eddie and Leanne just issued wedding photos to People magazine, and in the photos his children are on it. So is it a double standard? What do you think? I don't know. Write us and let us know. But Real Housewives of New Jersey premiere next week. Can't wait to watch. I'll be honest with you, New York and Orange County are kind of boring me, so hopefully we've got some new drama to stir up, and that's all I have